Hi, lovely Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is your reading for July 22nd through the 28th, 2019. This is my second time trying to record your reading. The first recording, let's just say, didn't show up on my camera. So I believe there was some technical difficulties there, and I'm sure that is to do with the Mercury retrograde in Leo. My Mercury is in Leo, so I've been dealing with problems like this for quite some time now. And I just decided to put the cards back down the way that they came out and just try recording it again. One thing I would say is watch this reading if you are a Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, or Gemini Rising, or you have your Sun on the cusp of the third house. So you're a Gemini cusper. Watch this. Or if you have your Sun in the third house, watch this. So in the pre-shuffle, the cards that came out for you are the Eight of Wands and the Two of Swords right here. So what I'm getting with this Gemini is that you are either waiting on some communication to come in, or I feel like someone's wheels are turning in their mind and they're deciding whether or not to communicate. So you could be deciding whether or not to communicate with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or they may have sent you some communication and right now you are just deciding, well, you're not sure what to do with this information is what I'd say. Maybe things have been moving very fast for you and you are just, you're just not sure, what to do at this point with that information. That being said, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Swords in reverse. This is a Libra energy. All right, so with the Three of Swords in reverse, Gemini, I'm getting that, you're trying to get out of the memory of perhaps a painful love triangle. It could also be that you're ignoring some pain that someone has brought on to you in terms of like a heartbreak. You may be trying to reconcile with someone or just trying to push away the hurt that has been caused here. In other situations, it could be also that some of you could be dealing with a surgery, okay, in which case I feel like you are wanting to remove something off the top of something else, but there may be more stuff underneath. I hope that makes sense. That's kind of the image that I'm getting. So there's something above the surface, but there's a lot more below the surface that you can't see. So I guess another possibility, Gemini, would be that you're causing heartbreak for someone else right now. Okay, so let us begin your reading. How you see yourself today, and when I say today, I mean, this video has gone public on YouTube. You're clicking it, you're watching it, and this is the first time you've seen this video. So today would be the day that you're receiving this video, or that you're watching this reading. So how you see yourself today, Gemini, and we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Some of you could be getting some kind of teeth, dental cleaning, or some kind of dental surgery. I'm also seeing some of you feeling abandoned, feeling out in the cold. Maybe there's no communication with you and your loved one, your partner, significant other, person that you're thinking about right now. In other words, there could be crickets right now. No one's talking. You're feeling very, maybe just very abandoned. This could also be a financial situation in which, your bills are stacking up and they're not getting paid, or you don't have enough income. You're not able to kind of pay off necessarily a debt here or a loan, but you're feeling in some way impoverished. But the important thing to remember with this card, Gemini, is that there's always help available. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. If it's more communication, if it's reassurance, if it's money, whatever, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Maybe it's support that you need at this time, emotional, physical, even if it's just like a hug or something like that. So that's one message I'm getting. In terms of how you see yourself today. Now, a theme for you this week, Gemini, a theme for you this week is the Six of Wands. Yeah, So could be that, you know, and this is a fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. A theme for you this week is some kind of validation, getting some kind of attention, feeling like you're winning again, feeling like you're on top of the heap here. Often this card to me is external validation. So either winning an award, getting validated through, you know, social media, getting some kind of recognition. So I feel like that's going to be a major theme for you this week. How are you getting validated in terms of like your super ego, your ego in general? This can often be the card of getting like the ego stroke. So the likes, the shares, the comments, you know, that kind of thing. It may be off social media as well. It might just be getting a compliment from someone or hearing back from someone. You know, winning some kind of award, whether it's in a race or just feeling like you did what you set out to do, you accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. All right, so that is the theme for you this week. And let us see. The next card is something that you have already learned that will be useful for you to remember this week. And we have the Three of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and this has a lot to do with your peers, your social circle, your friends. So it's important for you to remember that you do have friends that love and support you. There's people that can meet you on your level, that are cheering you on. I definitely feel like you have a friend here, or you have a group of friends here that definitely do support you, that definitely do have your back. And this can even be the basis for any relationship that's significant for you right now. You would definitely have friends to lean on. So ask them for help. Ask them for, you know, validation, support, you know, whatever it is that you need. I feel like they're going to be here for you. Don't forget about them either, because maybe they're feeling a little bit out in the cold as well, as you know, you may be feeling a little out in the cold, but don't be afraid to ask them for help. Okay, a challenge you may be facing this week at Gemini. We have your card, the Lovers, and it's in reverse. So it could be that you are dealing with a soulmate this week, or a head or a heart decision. The challenge is to make a decision or to come together with someone. Now, it could be that up until this point, there's been a series of incompatibilities, disharmony within union. You have not been getting along with this person. Every time you try and connect with them, you end up fighting. You end up just, it doesn't work. You know, it just hasn't been working. So your challenge is to come together with this person this week, or to finally unite your head and your heart. So where it could be that your mind, your brain is telling you one thing about them, your heart is telling you another. It could be that you're very drawn to them, your heart's saying yes, go for it, but your head is saying no. Or it could be that just there are deeply ingrained differences between you two, and I mean, it could still be a friendship there, but maybe they leave you feeling out in the cold. Maybe they've broken your heart before. Maybe you just can reconcile certain things with them. And so the challenge for you this week is to come together in union, to find harmony and peace, to also, I think, heal the division that has happened in terms of your mind and your heart. Easier said than done, but this can definitely have to do with a soulmate here, Gemini, or even just the fact that, you know, you are the twins. So it could be that your twins are in disagreement. One twin wants one thing and the other twin wants something entirely different, leaving you kind of out in the cold, leaving you kind of at odds with what to do here. Like I said, this could have to do with communication. With the fire sign, Leo, Aries, I'm getting Sag energy, and I'm also getting Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. Okay, so let's see, a lesson you are learning now, and we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. So the lesson here, Gemini, is that you can definitely move forward. You can move forward if that's what you want to do. You do need to have a strategy, a plan for where you want to go. I don't feel like, I also feel like if you've been feeling hopeless, like you have no options, like you don't know what to do at this point, you need to ask for help, or you need to find a counselor or find someone that can help you do some kind of planning. But I am seeing that there's nothing holding you back from moving forward except for perhaps your lack of direction. If you are dealing with a fire sign, I'm seeing that they probably are feeling a bit hopeless or directionless as well, and they're not sure what to do at this point. However, I do feel like one of you is lacking serious options here. So it's interesting. It's interesting because we definitely have 2 fire sign energies coming up in your reading already. And if this is someone that you want attention from or that you want validation from, I think they're feeling pretty hopeless as well. So you're probably feeling about at the same level as them. So if you're wondering whether or not to communicate with them or to write them back, and you're feeling pressure with regards to timing. It's probably a good idea to think about what you want first, what's going to be best for you. Okay, a gift you will receive this week. And we have the 5 of Wands. And I did clarify that last time when I tried to record it first, with the Royal Dark Tarot. And we also got Justice. So your gift this week is that there could be some conflict regarding a legal situation. It could be a marriage. It could be also, like I said, anything having to do with the law, paperwork, perhaps even a situation where your impartiality, your being balanced, your being fair, and possibly detached from a situation is important. I do feel like there's a lot of internal conflict going on with you, and I do feel like the timelines are changing very rapidly for you right now, Gemini. So by the time you get this reading, some of you may resonate with this and some of you may not, that you could be on a completely different timeline. But at the time that I did your reading, at the time that I'm doing your reading, I feel like there's still a lot of internal conflict with you with regards to a marriage, with regards to a legal situation, with regards to something that may involve some kind of agreement or detachment or just being able to look objectively. You may be all caught up in your feelings. You may be all caught up in like what to do. We don't get along. There's just so much conflict here. And I think that in order for you to make a decision that unites your head and your heart, you do need to remove yourself from a situation and look at it as impartially and as objectively as possible. What are my needs? What are the other person's needs? Is what I want in the highest good for myself? Is what I want in the highest good for the other person? Once you can kind of make a decision based on some of those criteria, I think you're going to be in a better place to move forward. Hopefully that makes sense. But I do sense that you're healing right now. I do sense that, you're taking some time to think about how to respond, to think about what to do next. But I can't say that you're going to have your mind made up by the end of this week. I don't necessarily see that. I do feel like you have a friendship with this person. I do feel like you have the basis of a friendship here. I do think that there are people you can turn to for help and support, for sure. And I think that if what you want is attention, validation, and popularity, you're definitely going to be getting that this week. But you are struggling, I think, with direction and with knowing, the other person may not know either what to do. And relying on the other person to make the decisions is, I don't think, a good idea. I think you've got to have some criteria as well. I think you've both got to have a game plan. So, Gemini, I hope this reading has helped. And if you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, comment below this video. Let me know if you resonated. I am available to do private readings. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, my information is below in the description box below this video. You can find my website and scheduling page there. So Gemini, that's it for now. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.